Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Couch Talk Podcast. I'm your co-host, Sam Weiss, and this is
Jackson Hartman.
And we're doing episode 45 of the podcast. Here we go. This is Couch Talk. If you go to enjoy the episode, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications. Episode 45, ladies and gentlemen. It's the new year, 2022. Alright, there it is. That's it, lady. I don't know if I timed it right. I mean, I'll have to review the footage. Hopefully I timed it right. For all I know, I did. For all I know, I didn't. But we'll see. Don't worry, I'm not doing it in the dark. I'm not a degenerate. But yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I know last episode was 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve. I mean, our last episode of the year. My last video of the year. Thank you, everybody, for getting me to 130 subscribers in 2021. For getting me over 15,000 views, getting me over almost 16,000 impressions. It's, it all means a ton. Like Netherlands, Germany, all these crazy places. And shout out to the 0.2% of women that watch our videos, probably consisting of my mom, my grandma, and maybe Jackson's mom, and maybe Hannah, but that's probably it.
I don't think my mom watches the videos. I know my dad does, but...
Yeah, well, I guess then my mom
not
and
that
my
I'm
grandma,
aware of.
I guess my mom and my grandma are the main 0.2% of females watching our videos.
I don't know if that would be 0.2%. Well...
Who knows? Maybe it's more, because, the analytics, showed the thing, so...
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to update you. So, I'm pretty sure this is how it works. I did shoot you a text, but I'm not sure if you saw it, so I'm going to repeat it for you and for this. But I did figure out the CPM thing. Like, in actuality, we were just using guessing numbers. Now I actually guessed. I didn't guess. I found out how much we would make. So, the CPM is usually 0.2% of 1,000. So if we were to get 1,000 views, 0.2% of that is 2, meaning $2. You would get $1, and I would get $1. So pretty much once we get monetized, every 1,000 views we get, we'll get $1. So if we get, let's say, 100,000 views, we'll get $100. If we somehow get 1 million views, we'll get $1,000. If we get 10 million views, we'll get $10,000. 100 million views, it's a lot of money. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. A little piece of macaroni and cheese there, but that is how it works. So in a realistic mindset, I think for 10,000 views, we would each personally get, I believe $5 each. Whatever 0.2% of 10,000 is, 0.2% of 10. We would each get $10. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. But for people like T-Series and that company and PewDiePie would get a much less CPM. It could be possibly 0.0002% because if you do the math, because think about it, they get a lot of views. So on a normal day, PewDiePie could get 100 million views easy. So if we do 0.2%,
well, he doesn't get 100 million views, but
what's a good number? Any number you pick. I guess 100 million is a lot.
Maybe like 6 million.
Okay, sure. 0.2% of 6 million. So that alone would be $12,000. So I guess that could work. But let me pull up his channel and let's compare to some of his other more popular videos. Oh, hi there. Okay. So, I'm really surprised. He has 111 million, but a lot of his videos don't even have 6 million. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, I thought I was right, but you're right, actually. If you get 6 million views, I guess 12,000 sounds right. But think about Despacito. That is at least 7 billion. So, 7 billion. 0.2% of 7 billion.
Wait, did you say 7 billion?
Yeah, it has almost 8 billion now.
No.
Yeah. Baby Shark has almost 9 billion or something, which is pretty crazy.
Sam, we don't have... Wait, do we have billions or trillions of people on the planet?
Billions. Baby Shark has...
Helps you work more.
9,953,680.
Okay, you're definitely
No,
You are.
Australia. Well, I'm not.
No,
People just viewed it so many times. Look, I swear to God. 32 million likes and 9,953,680,051 views. Yeah, I know it's pretty crazy, but it's true. If I reload, I bet it'll have an extra like 1,000.
Billions. What?
People have just viewed it a lot of times. You know what? We're only like a few million. You know that we're only a few million away from reaching 8 billion. Yeah, look.
You read it went up like 17,000 now.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
What?
I mean, Despacito, which is like a normal song, I think is. How do you even spell it?
There's no.
I know it's crazy, but think about it. If you don't even have to rewatch it. You have to click on it. It's such a known thing. If every one person clicks on it twice, then oh yeah, look, Despacito has 7,690,000. Yes.
Honestly, there's only 7.753 billion people on the planet, but that's like a lot of people clearly.
Yeah, I know. Like over 2 billion people saw that, more than within a planet. It's pretty wild. You're right. But I guess that's a thing. I don't know. Pretty crazy though. So I mean, yeah. There's that.
I googled how many people were in the world, and then I just saw this chart. We're rising at a very concerning rate.
Yeah, we're gonna probably.
I sound like Mr. Anderson, like talking about population and.
He's right though. I mean, Mr. Anderson was.
But it's really like only like we had 4 billion less people 6 years ago.
6 years ago? No goddamn way.
No, 60 years. 60,
okay, that makes sense. So think about it that
60 years
way.
ago,
there were
we had 4 billion less people.
Well, then we had what, like three? Like we had 3.5 billion less people when our parents were born. Think that through. Our parents had almost 4 billion less people on this earth. That is crazy. So if we're going at the same rate that we are going, in another 60 years, we're going to be around the 11 to 12 billion mark. I mean, and by 2050, we're going to hit 10 billion. So we're going to, unless we get killed tragically or have a heart attack.
An asteroid hits our Earth.
Yeah, something like that. By the time we're in our early to mid 40s, we will have 10 billion people. So unless people just
what was this?
Stop having
talking earlier. What's this big? Not like did you say news or just something big you wanted to talk about?
Yes, I do have something pretty big to talk about. I'm gonna go in my bathroom for it, so that should give you a huge hint. Nothing weird, but just something in my bathroom. And I really don't want to take it all here. It's so annoying.
So Sam, I asked him, I'm like, is it really another fragrance?
It's not. I'm not going to get another one for a while. I do want to get the Versace Eros EDP, and it's only like $55 for like a 2-ounce bottle.
EDP? What, like EP445?
No, he's arrested. He's sexually assaulted. But I'm talking about EDT versus EDP, which is eau de toilette or eau de parfum. Parfum is a high oil concentration. Like for instance, this Spice Bomb Night Vision. This is the EDT. There's an EDP which is a little bit stronger, but for a 12-year-old, you probably don't want a really strong fragrance. And since it's new, I've been getting tips and pointers from my friends. You know, they've told me this out of the bat, or I've asked them, you know, this is 5 sprays. How does it smell? Is it too strong? Is it too light? Should I do more or less? And they said it was too strong, so I've put it down to 3 sprays. And that seems to do it for most people. I've gotten some compliments, not anything really bad. So 3 sprays seem like the ideal for this. But like things like this, I wore 10 sprays of this at the pod, and no one said anything. So yeah, I mean, you never do that. But like, it's not strong. It's not. I mean, Sculpture Ohm, I think I do 5 for this. I think I tried 7 once, it didn't really work. I mean, usually the general rule is if you're going to be in a car, a plane, a train, right next to somebody, you do 3 sprays. So like a classic 1, 2, 3. If you're going to be in school, the office, where you're spaced out but you're still close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, if you're going out at night to like a club, or there's out at night in general, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You do the extra 2 sprays in the back of your head, or your wrists, because those are pulse points where it really heats off of. But
you seem to know quite a bit about this.
I do watch a lot of fragrance videos on YouTube, and yeah, pretty
Watch
cool.
like all of our viewers just be a lot of people who wear fragrances.
Yeah.
People who wear a lot of fragrances. Honestly, I think going back to your comment about people saying it's too strong, also they're just not used to it. You're of my knowledge, you're the only person in our grade that wears cologne.
You're probably right. Like when Jillian said that, like, that's strong.
It's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, of my knowledge, I think you're the only person that I know of that wears cologne in my school or our grade.
I think you're right. I mean, I know it is a pretty uncommon thing for a tween to wear cologne. It is actually pretty common for like 14, 15, 16-year-olds. Like once you get into high school, you'll see a lot of more people, especially in your junior and senior years, wearing cologne. But yeah, now and next year,
When you see cologne,
probably not going to. But and like when Jillian was like, that's strong, I'm like, Jillian, just from going in your house, I can tell no one wears cologne. So like something like this, these are my 2 most compliment getters. I would say the Spice
the
Bomb.
only person that would wear cologne in their house is Steve.
Yeah.
I mean,
These
it's not
2.
like Hudson's wearing it. It's not like Jillian or Pam are gonna wear it.
No. I mean, I would say these 2 are my biggest compliment getters, and they're pretty small. This one is the Les Infusions de Prada. It's like a mandarin scent. It's really good. I've gotten a lot of compliments. And this, maybe my number 1.
I know it's a fruit.
It's like an orangey. It's like a citrusy scent, and it's really not strong. It's clean, so I think people like it.
Citrus. So, like, is it like? Did they ever compliment you on like it's sweet smelling?
Yeah, they're just like
citrus.
they're just like, they just stink. Like, oh wow, it smells good. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. It's like mandarin. People really like. I think for a 12-year-old, I think a citrusy, fruity scent fits more than a masculine, musky scent. Like Spice Bomb, it's masculine and it's very woody. This is I would say for like a man, but as long as I only put 3 sprays on, I think it's fine. A man would put 5 on. A child, I think 3 would do it, so you don't come off as like a tryhard. But this is probably my most compliment getter. It's a small thing. Les Infusions, oh no, this is the same one. My bad. This is Prada Carbon Luna Rosa EDT. Prada is a very known brand. Not so much Les Infusions. The Prada, it's like the French version, and Carbon Luna Rosa has their own line of like Carbon Luna Rosa Red, Carbon Luna Sport, Carbon Luna Rosa Black. They have a lot of things. This is the OG Carbon Luna Rosa by Prada. And, I mean, I've gotten compliments from probably Armando, Ahmad, Cash, Hannah. I got one from Heather at our Hanukkah party. And one other thing is I definitely think it takes a lot of, it takes a lot of balls to say something like that. Like, because if someone isn't wearing anything and you're like, well, you smell good, that would be like, that's pretty weird. If that's just how they smell, I think that would be really weird.
You mentioned that last time.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
So I just think
walk up to someone and say, "Oh, you smell pretty good," and then it's weird. Like if you ask if you're wearing cologne, that just makes it worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like if someone goes up to me and say like,
cologne, and you're like, no.
Are you wearing cologne? And I'm like, yes. And then like and that's good. If someone knows that it's there, then it's good. It's there. You can tell it's there because it's that strong enough. You can like identify it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say this to this person, and I know it's there. So
speaking of making a fool out of yourself, I did that like twice today.
What happened?
I called, or at least I can't remember the second time, but I called Ethan Freddy. So that was kind of interesting.
They look the same. I mean, if I'm being honest, I've called Ahmad and Armando. I called Armando Ahmad and Ahmad Armando.
Oh, just by name.
So many times. I don't even care. I don't even correct myself.
Because Armando's very different than Ahmad. They do not look the same.
I guess not. I guess it's a really weird thing. Anyway, continue.
I could see what you mean by the names, because Armando, Ahmad, Armando, Ahmad, Armando.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a whole thing.
So I got something pretty cool for Christmas that we're
Yes.
starting to do now. We're building this really huge puzzle about the movie Elf. You've seen the movie Elf, right?
No.
It's huge. I think it's very cool. It's really, really difficult. I mean, One Piece, they just don't seem to go together. Like, once you put them together, it actually, you're like, oh, well, it does.
Yeah.
It does fit, but when you're looking at them separately, you cannot tell that they go together.
For sure.
For
Yeah.
example, like, there's a part of the movie where the candy cane forest, and that part does not look like it would go together. The pieces separately, it's so
Yeah,
really difficult.
I mean, you can probably just tell I'm a big puzzle guy, but I always have been interested in them. Not so good at them, but I mean, that seemed like a really hard puzzle. Like, was it like a 1,000-piece puzzle?
My grandma got Andrew, my brother, a 3,000-piece puzzle. I think we're gonna return it and get a smaller puzzle.
Yeah.
But I mean, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how big is that one? Do you know how big that one is?
It's supposed to be 4 feet by 3-ish feet. I mean,
Wow.
it's like 48 by 34 inches. But wow, it's a really big puzzle.
Yeah.
And this one's 2 feet big, and it's almost taking up it's basically taking up our entire coffee table in the front room.
Yeah. Magazines take up our coffee table. Barney takes up our coffee table with all the scratches and dents on it. I mean, the guy's a truck. He's a tank. He smashes his head against the coffee table. Keeps moving. We took him to the beach once, and he, instead of walking around like a normal dog, he tried to go down the at the beaches. There's really long and tall long and tall wooden things, kind of like the Rock.
Not totally sure what you're talking about.
Let's see if I can find it. I'm just gonna search on Montrose Beach, and I will bet you money it comes up. Let's see. I'm not gonna look for it. I don't think you want to watch me look at Google, but anyway, it's like a thing where you
Like a lifeguard tower?
No, I mean you know what it is. I'm just not explaining it well. It is what it is. He went down and just flipped and smashed his head against the rock and kept going. Whenever I'm playing with him and I feel his head, I'm like, there's a dent there, there's another dent, and I'm like, these dents are from when you hit your head.
Wow.
I know this isn't the big thing, but this is my new axe, Ice Chill. It's an iced mint and lemon scent. I really like it. It may be my favorite one yet, or my second favorite. It's really good. Anytime I go to CVS, they always have a new axe, which is very interesting. But yeah. Okay. Unless you have anything. Shit. I pounded on my thing so hard. My facial cleanser fell. Okay. Shoot. There we go. Alright, I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I can't remember.
I'm sorry. I went boom, and then it fell. If you have anything more to say, then you can do it. But I do have my big news coming up.
What's this big news? We're gonna say more about it first, or no?
I'll explain as I go. So my viewers, if you have added me on Snapchat, I probably rejected you. I did tell you that you need to email me, and my email is always at the top left of all the podcasts. I don't want to intentionally link it in my description, but you can see right up here, there's my email. Email me, tell me your Snap name, and I will add you. But if you're on Instagram, then you know that I posted about this yesterday. Anyway, I'll go get it. Oh, by the way, so I sent Jackson a picture of him doing online Boy Scouts, and he was like, "What? What?" And he must have been weirded out. It was Mitchell. He posted on Snap,
so
and
confused.
I screenshotted it.
So I do Boy Scouts. I'm assuming everybody knows what Boy Scouts is, and usually we have it in person. But last night we had it online.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about the past future schedule, but that was the picture Sam sent me of me sitting at my desk over there in my uniform, staring at my monitor, which is So my computer is here, but my monitor is over here, so it looks like I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah.
But
sixth grade was...
said online Boy Scouts, and I'm like, well, where the hell did you get that picture? And then I was just really confused. I'm like, because it almost seemed like you took a picture just from the screen, but then Sam said from another Scout Snapchat, and I'm like, oh, that makes more sense.
I have a question.
But even then, why was Mitchell taking a picture of our Boy Scouts?
Mitchell, if you're watching this, what I'm about to say, bro, the stutter there is astronomical. What I'm about to say, and I say a lot of things like this, I always say in advance the person's name, and then I'm sorry. This is with love and respect. You gotta stop. You just took pictures of like 20 people or 15. How many is in your Boy Scouts? For all we know, they don't want to be on there. Like, my mom does not want to be in my YouTube videos, so I keep her out or I blur her face.
Wait, you just like took when you sent me that picture, was it actually zoomed in? Like, was that the picture he posted?
No,
or did
don't worry, Snapchat, if you didn't know, we probably do. All of them delete after 24 hours, so it's probably maybe gone or only there for a couple
deleted
hours.
isn't deleted, but...
Oh, I mean, no one cares about Mitchell's Snapchat. I'm sorry. No one's going to be screenshotting that besides me. So I just, zoomed in on you, and then I screenshotted. But anyway, and he, always sends good morning and good night messages to everyone in the grade. I'm like, okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just kind of nuts stuff you usually do.
Yeah, you don't usually send good night and, good night, good morning to someone that you don't really interact with. I don't really think Elijah is Mitchell's friend, with all due respect. But, I'm not friends with everybody either, so... I don't know, but... I do kind of wish Snapchat didn't always delete the messages after you send them. Because it's nice to, rewatch them, but we're not going to go to the Snapchat dive, but we can do that in another episode or later.
Yeah.
But, enough postponing. You want to see the big news since I've been in my bathroom for 20 minutes now?
What?
Okay, let's do it. See, sorry, one more thing, but this is quick. This is
gonna be a new body wash. Sorry, what do you say?
You're close. You're really close, but it's not. But you're close, so keep thinking that ballpark. It's cooler than that. So just so you guys know, I hope that you guys are liking this podcast. My comments are off, and I plan on keeping it that way for my safety and for Jackson's. But I just think that this is a really good podcast, especially the fact that we don't get right to the point. I came in here, and I've been here for 20 minutes before I came in here to do what I was going to do, which is really good. That proved that we had a good conversation. It wasn't just bullshit, so good for us.
I guess so.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Woo!
So that Sam's comment about the comments was clearly irrelevant.
What?
You said you just started talking about the comments, and then you just go back. Never mind.
This is a new bar soap I got, and you were really close with the body wash. That's why I said you were really close. But it's not any bar of soap. Jesus Christ, it smells good. So this is Dr. Squatch. If you didn't know, Dr. Squatch is a hand-cut, cold-processed, all-natural soap. Their soap is made with no unnatural ingredients. Their rule is, if you can't read the ingredients, if you can't pronounce the ingredients, it's not good soap. And all of their soaps are made with fruits, oils, vegetables, extracts. God damn, it smells good. So I'm going to show...
that's not just the rule for soap. I mean, that's the rule for everything. Or, it should be the rule for if you're buying foods. If you can't pronounce some of the ingredients, you shouldn't be buying them.
I also bought my first conditioner, so that was Cool Fresh Aloe. That's the bar I'm using. I used it today for the first time. Cool Fresh Aloe. This is the pine tar conditioner. This has shea butter, avocado oil, and pine tar. And it smells pretty good too. I got 2 other bars I would like to showcase. My dad said I should get 3 bars in the conditioner because 1 bar is only going to last a couple weeks, and he's right. So I will showcase my other 2 bars after I finish the Cool Fresh Aloe. By the way, that has 0 grit, meaning it's not rough against the skin. No grit, silky smooth. This one is my second one. This is the Fresh Falls, also with 0 grit. And this has, let's see here, saponified oils of olive, sustainable palm, coconut, shea butter, natural fragrance, Alaskan glacier mineral clay, indigo powder, Kylin clay, and sea salt. So all natural ingredients. Made from natural oils, no harsh chemicals, cold processed, and sustainably sourced. I know you probably want to see inside. God, it smells good. So I will open this up for you and show you and then put it back in the package. This is what the Fresh Falls looks like. Not as flashy as the Cool Fresh Aloe. It's a shade of blue bar of soap. It's like native except for bars of soap.
I've definitely seen soap like that before. What is it? What does it smell like?
I mean, it smells like, I'm really getting like a lot of shea butter. It kind of smells like minerals from a really cold place. It smells like a waterfall, like a very cold like waterfall. It kind of smells like blue. If that makes sense. But yeah, it's really good. I'll show you my third one. My dad got two. I can just go get his. He hasn't even used them yet. So there's this. My third one is Birchwood Breeze, and these are 5-ounce bars, pretty big. This has medium grit. Grit is just how hard it feels against your skin. They only have 2 bars of soap that have heavy grit, pine tar, and cold brew cleanse, which is like a coffee one. My dad got the pine tar, and I've heard that it feels so bad against your skin, but it kind of exfoliates, and if you do it lightly, it's good. This is the Birchwood Breeze. This has saponified oils of olive, sustainable palm, coconut, shea butter, natural fragrance, birch bark powder, pumice powder, Niola essential oil, titanium dioxide, Kylin clay, and sea salt. And the main notes are pumice and birch bark. I did not read this is what the Cool Fresh Aloe box looks like. I did throw it out. This has coconut oil as its main ingredient. We have saponified oils of olive, sustainable palm, coconut, shea butter, natural fragrance, aloe vera, Kylin clay, sea salt, and colorant. This one does not, it smells good, but it's pretty, it's kind of just like a low-key scent. Pretty much the only 2 things that are stand out is the aloe vera and the colorant, but besides that, it's pretty generic. But here's the Birchwood Breeze. I read you the ingredients: birch bark and pumice.
Alright guys, now that Sam's told you about his bars of soap, we're having a test on all the ingredients. You have to memorize them all.
Crap, I dropped some of that, but that's okay. Pretty lame bar, but it still looks kind of cool, kind of chipped off. Oh, serious, smell that through the screen. Yeah, you got that.
Alright, let me try again. Ooh, it smells like plastic, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, anyway, those are my 3 bars in the conditioner. For some reason...
saying Lord have mercy, but he's also Jewish.
For some reason, I have 4 bars of native here. I have a citrus and herbal musk. I have a midnight jasmine and sage. I have a sandalwood and fig jungle oak and a palm leaf and bergamot jungle oak. No idea why I have 4 bars of the 4 sticks of deodorant in there, but I guess I do. Oh, alright, I gotta put my conditioner back. I know, of course, you want to see this one more time, because this is the coolest bar that I have by far, the Cool Fresh Aloe with the green and the white. Smells like aloe vera.
It looks like a rock.
Yeah.
One of those.
It's cool, and it has really sharp edges, which makes it really good because it doesn't fall out of your hand as easy, since the edges are really defined, which is also a good thing. It's bullshit. They charge $8 for a soap gripper that helps you grip your soap. That is so funny that they charge for that. It is genuinely hilarious.
He's got. Alright, so now what should I talk about? I wonder where Sam's going. He's probably getting the real surprise. I think we should talk about something really, really interesting now. But, was that footsteps? Honestly, I see now how difficult it is for Sam to run a solo podcast, because if you can't really just talk to the camera, that's not very cool. You have nothing to respond to. But there he is.
Zoo! Sorry. Okay, I had a debate with my mom that I could bring this out of her shower, but here's the grapefruit IPA. This is a grapefruit scent. I personally love this one a lot, actually. This has beer and hops in it. Look at that. Saponified oils of olive.
Like beer?
Yeah.
Alcohol beer?
Sustainable palm coconut, beer, natural fragrance, shea butter, distilled hops, annatto powder, Kiowa clay, and sea salt. This is, it's made of like beer hops. But which is, it smells like a grapefruit beer kind of. It's like a fruity beer. I really like the smell of that. And that has no grit. This is the one we've all been waiting for. They only have 2 heavy grits, the pine tar and the cold brew cleanse.
Wait, do you only have them, or do they only offer them?
What?
Or like the heavy grits, do they offer only 2, or do you only have 2?
They only offer 2, because not a lot of people like heavy grit, but for those people that like heavy grit, they offer 2 of those. And then a lot of them have no grit and a lot of medium.
How many bars of this soap do you have?
I have 3 bars of soap and a hair conditioner. My mom has 1 and my dad has 1. So this is the pine tar. This has, oatmeal and sand. This one has saponified oils.
Is that it? That's not it, though, right?
What do you mean?
Oatmeal and sand, that's not it.
No, it's not it. The main notes are oatmeal and sand. This one has saponified oils of olive, sustainable palm, coconut, shea butter, orange essential oil, natural fragrance, pine tar, pine essential oil, oatmeal sand, activated charcoal, Kiowa clay, and sea salt.
Pine tar is.
This is a really complicated blend that has activated charcoal in it. I'll whip this one out for you. You may be able to tell out of the box it has heavy grit. I mean, look at that. It's a black bar of soap. It has pieces of oatmeal in it. Like, literal, I'm not kidding. That's a piece of oatmeal. That's a piece of oatmeal. It's all natural.
Pine tar is like an actual tar, I'm seeing.
Woo! Yeah, that's why it's black. You gotta sniff that one. You gotta get a good whiff. Yeah, this one's like a really good one, too. So, Cool Fresh Owl's good. I'm gonna use the Fresh Fall from the Birchwood Breeze. You know, it's funny. They always have these like specials. I think for their April Fool soap, they released one called Chalky Milk, which was a chocolate milk one, which is disgusting. But I came up with an idea. They never did a President's Day one, and I thought don't steal my idea, but they could do for their President's Day bar, the Washington Wash. Just think that one through while I go put these back. And
I can't believe you, Sam.
It's a good name though. It's a good one.
I can't. I can't believe this, man. You couldn't think of anything better. I mean, it's ridiculous, but that's actually, it's cringe, but it's kind of funny. I mean, it's a little clever. I like it.
Okay, that's it. We're done. I'm gonna leave now and go back to my couch.
Will you do that? I have to use the bathroom.
Alrighty. So while Jackson's gone, guys, that's my Dr. Squatch. I have the Cool Fresh Aloe with no grit, the Fresh Evolve with no grit, Birchwood Breeze with medium grit, and my Pine Tar hair conditioner. My mom has the Grapefruit IPA with no grit, and my dad has the Pine Tar with heavy grit. I wonder if he's going to like it, because since it has really harsh grit, but if you apply it lightly, I think it'll be fine. Pretty much, I think what it's saying is, the zero grit makes it really soapy and exfoliates, rub it hard. Medium grit, rub it alright, it'll exfoliate pretty good. And the Pine Tar and the heavy grit, Pine Tar and cold brew cleanse, probably are just tough. So I'm going to pull up the website and show Jackson, just in case he's interested, because I think I want to present this to him. Beautiful. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if they possibly have any of their. If they still. Well, never mind. There's the Fresh Falls, the Birchwood Breeze, the Pine Tar, the Cool Fresh Aloe. Where's the grapefruit? Grapefruit IPA, yep. I can't believe they can charge $15 for something to put your soap on. That is funny. And $10 for a travel bag? Jesus. That is really upsetting that someone would actually do that. I'm sorry, it is. Oh, I gotta tell Jackson when he gets back that I got a copyright strike. But anyway, we're gonna wait for him. Gonna reply to a snap. That was a bad picture. That was alright. Dun, dun. Okay.
This and a dead.
Okay, that's creative. Hold on. Okay. I don't think I'm going to post any videos today or tomorrow. I think I'll just take a 3-day leave and then do the podcast for Friday.
Guys, make sure you're reading number 4 very carefully.
I think we started recording at like 7:20 or something, so I think we're 45 minutes in. Oh, and he's back.
Did I tell you about my pocket trumpet last episode?
Yeah, you did.
I did. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah, it was cool.
And more soap.
This is just their website. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. I just want to show you what they got to offer. It's funny. All their commercials have that thing with, like, I never knew I would be so interested in soap until I got Dr. Squatch. I mean, cologne is a little bit more of a common thing to be interested in. Soap, not even so much. I mean, as you can see here, not a lot of them have heavy grit. Only the pine tar. We have 0 grit, medium, none, medium.
Where does it tell you?
If you look carefully, it says right here.
I can't see that.
None.
Whatever.
Most of them have none. Some have medium. And then this one looks. Look at that picture. I mean, that must hurt. This is the second one besides the pine tar with heavy grit. Look at that.
Yeah, that doesn't look very nice.
Like, it's just so
Well,
hard.
I've always wondered, how do you professionally, or like actually put on a bar of soap? Do you take the bar of soap and rub it around your body, or do you rub your hands on the soap and then?
I mean, usually you just rub it on your body, but, like, I'm just going to be honest, and I'm just going to say it because that's what we're all thinking. If you're going to be cleaning your buttocks, you wouldn't just put a bar of soap up there. You would just take the bar of soap in your hands, swivel it around, put it down, and then do your thing. But, like, for your arms, legs,
But I
your
always
chest.
thought that's how you actually use bar of soap. But
I mean, honestly, I'm just going to say it in advance for your birthday. I'm probably going to get this for you because it's just, like, litty poo.
I love getting bars of soap from my friends for my birthday. Exactly what I want.
Exactly. I know you want a bar of soap for your birthday. So, I mean, if you like bourbon, they got you. If you like deep sea goat milk, for whatever reason, they got you. If you want to smell like gum, they got you.
Really, that's very wide.
Yeah, they got a lot. And they don't only have that. They have bar soap, hair wash, conditioner, deodorant, toothpaste, beard oil, cologne, hand sanitizer, hand soap, candles, their own shirts and stuff. I thought their cologne would be actually kind of cool. Not too cool. They only have 2 colognes, and they're $21 each, which is pretty upsetting. They have a crushed pine cologne and a sandalwood bourbon cologne.
That looks more like, I think you were talking about this, or I was thinking this the last time you showed me. But don't a lot of your bottles kind of look like that? It kind of reminds me of like a bottle of essential oils that you put in like a...
Those are more of essential oils. It does say cologne, as you can see, but it definitely looks like oils to me. Doesn't really look like cologne, but whatever. And I think I remember almost having a heart attack when I saw that a hand sanitizer costed $9 for 4 ounces, meaning it's $4.50. $4.50 per ounce. No, that's wrong. It costs $2.25 per ounce of hand sanitizer, which is just wild. But whatever, If I'm not gonna, because I know like you're not, like so hyped about the soap as I am. I'm not gonna like show you a whole video about it. But and their marketing is really good. If you saw the marketing, I'm sure you'd be more interested. They have really good marketing. Like G Fuel has good marketing. Dr. Squatch.
I've never heard. I've heard about G Fuel, but it's like gamer fuel or whatever.
It's like an energy
gaming
formula.
and esports energy drink.
It's pretty much like an energy drink, except no sugar, so you don't have like a big like crash.
Really?
But it's not for kids. It has like a lot of caffeine, but within like the last couple years, they came out with something called a hydration formula, which has no sugar, 25 calories, and no caffeine. And I was like, oh, I want to get this. They have like green apple, berry, fruit punch. They have all these amazing flavors, except it has like a lot of chemicals in it, and there's no way that there can possibly be like 60 flavors and it'd still be good. Like there's just not 60 flavors. I think there's at least 40 or 50, but I think there's more than that. It's crazy. They release like a new flavor every like couple weeks.
That's crazy.
I mean that's even though the branding looks really good, like let's just be honest. There is no possible way that a powder you put into water is respectfully even that good. I mean, I'm sorry, but I simply cannot see it. I don't know if you can, but like they have a 1-minute ad. When I watched this ad, I was hooked. I've never been hooked by an ad, but in 1 minute I was hooked. And I mean, that is crazy. And they have a ton of ads like this too.
Copyrighted on every single video.
Ooh, after this video is done, I'm gonna keep you waiting for this next minute. It wasn't a strike, but we got our first real copyright thing from a company. I'll tell you about that after.
This is G Fuel. These are the flavors of G Fuel. Sorry, forgot one.
What is G Fuel?
G Fuel is an energy formula.
An energy drink?
Formula.
Formula?
Formula. G Fuel isn't your typical energy drink. This is your brain. This is your brain on G Fuel. G Fuel gives you energy. G Fuel increases your focus. Gross. You know what else is gross? The amount of sugar in other energy drinks. You know what's awesome? The amount of sugar in G Fuel. So that crash you get from drinking other energy drinks never has to happen.
Can I drink G Fuel?
Yes?
Can I drink G Fuel?
Of course.
Can I drink G Fuel?
Sure. G Fuel has vitamins and minerals from 19 different fruits. G Fuel can conveniently be ordered online and delivered right to your door. G Fuel comes in a tub with 40 servings, which means for the price of that $3 can, you can have 40 G Fuels at only about 90 cents per serving. So let's recap. G Fuel has no sugar, is 25 calories, gets delivered right to you for less than 90 cents a serving, has a bunch of flavors, and gives you energy. You should probably check out our website.
Amazing.
What part about it hooked you?
Like, just like okay, I'll go through it, not part by part, but one.
Sorry, forgot.
Look at that. Doesn't that hook, like, look at all those flavors. Like, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I don't want to say that to offend the Christian community, but Lord have mercy. I can't, okay, wow. I'm going to say Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy is fun. Anyway, so, there's all of that, right? That hooked me. What else hooked me? Well, the fact that they have, like, this. Like, let's watch this part.
This is G Fuel. These are the flavors.
It looks so good. Like, from all like the videos I've seen, like, oh, yum, looks
the
good.
amount of sugar in G Fuel. So that crash you get from drinking.
And it is a very flashy commercial, like, with all this, and, like,
G Fuels at only about 90 cents per
like,
serving.
not every ad does that. They're more nonchalant. They recap, they do, like, a funny thing where,
calories.
like,
It gets delivered right to you. For
and it's just a very tight, clean 1-minute commercial. It's not like a 5-minute ad. Dr. Squatch is the only ad that I've watched that's like 3 or 4 minutes long, and it was fun. I've rewatched their ads many times, so it's just a whole.
You know it's a good advertisement.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dr. Squatch may have been one of the first things I bought out of advertisements. I mean, they always have their special bars. They had an Area 51 brick that was limited time when the Area 51 thing was going on. My dad has one of their limited edition Brick of the Deads. It was for this Halloween. It's called like Brick of the Dead, and
That's kind of cool.
It's cool, yeah. I mean, if you like scary, like I know you do, I mean maybe you would get like a Halloween infused one, but yeah. So it just has like a lot of just a very very flashy commercial, I would say.
Great.
But back to the thing I was saying about the copyright we got. It wasn't a claim. It didn't affect our channel, but if we do it again, I think it will. It was me personally, so I'm sorry. You should be able to see up here that, I got your video received a copyright claim. Pretty much, I made a video. 131 subs. Woohoo! This is not a copyright strike. It's a copyright claim. Pretty much, we always get these, but it doesn't really matter because they don't actually count. This video was blocked worldwide for some reason. It says worldwide's been blocked. When I click it, it's still there. Maybe that's because I'm the creator. I mean, if you don't mind, if you can go to my channel and see it's there. But it wasn't even banned because of this. I was doing like a thing for New Year's, as you can see.
Wait, that wasn't our podcast video.
It wasn't. Like, if you like look at this. This is like 10 seconds before 2022. See.
Oh, of course. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, that is some scuff.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. The audio just totally messed up. It's something. Anyway, that wasn't the reason.
Of course you're gonna get copyright claimed.
That wasn't it.
Showed something on live television.
This was it.
YouTube.
I showed like 30 minutes of Jimmy Fallon. I don't know why, but I was still dancing around. I was playing music, and I showed like hella Oh shoot! I can't show it now. Move. Okay. Anyway, so I was showing the Jimmy Fallon thing.
Oh my god.
And that just totally like messed it up. If you look here, I actually got
playing live television or like any television on your YouTube channel.
I got a thing from YouTube and direct email, which is actually kind of cool. Pretty much they just said this: "Hi, Mr. Cool. After a manual review," meaning they YouTube the company looked at my video. It wasn't automatic, which is pretty goddamn cool. "After a manual review, a copyright owner has claimed some material in your video. As a result, your video has been blocked. It can no longer be played on YouTube. This is not a copyright strike. This claim does not affect your account status. Video title 2022 is here. Copyrighted content. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, claimed by NBC Universal." And yeah, so I'm not gonna like make some crap up that I shouldn't be copyrighted. I am. I did it. My bad. But yeah, I guess I just kind of messed up on that part.
My computer battery is getting low, and it's getting a little late. So
it is getting late. We don't have to go for too much longer. But yeah, so
I think we wrap it up.
So we got that copyright claim. Quick note. So I guess we can do final thoughts, since I always like to do some final thoughts. I do have some final thoughts. My dad and I finally got around to buying season 5 of Better Call Saul because it's on Netflix. We watched the first episode. I think it may be the worst season yet, which I'm really disappointed in. It's very sad. We watched the new James Bond movie. I don't even like James Bond. I didn't see the other 24 movies, but I watched like half of it. Wasn't a big fan. Not a James Bond guy. Sorry. Anyway, that's my final thoughts, Jackson. This was a good episode. Give us your final thoughts. We've talked about a lot. There's got to be something you got to say. Anything. Soap, TV, movie, G Fuel, anything we've talked about.
G Fuel looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It does look very appetizing.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode. I think this episode was around 50 minutes, so not too long, not too short. I think it was a good episode. If we had done this earlier, we would have kept rolling for probably another 30 minutes or more. But we are done now. So if you want to enjoy, make sure to subscribe, like, turn on post notifications. This is episode 45. Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming out on January the 7th, 2021. February 28th is the full year. So we are less than 2 months away from full year. We only have 46, 47, 48, 49. We will have 6 more episodes. And then we do the full year. So I guess 7 you could say. But yeah.
So
see you soon. Bye, Jackson. So yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. Only have 6 more episodes left until the full year. I'll see you guys for episode 46 next week, sometime between like 5 and 9, 10 p.m. Probably like around 8. See ya.